Yeah, sometimes people will object to the design hypothesis, saying, well, or a theistic design hypothesis more specifically, by saying, well, then if you're positing God as the explanation for the origin of the universe, who created God? And doesn't that therefore render your explanation absurd? And my answer to that is no, that every philosophical system has to posit something as what philosophers sometimes call a primitive, the thing from which everything else came, or in worldview studies, they call it the prime reality. Or in formal
reality.
Philosophy, they'll talk about the issue of ontology. What is the thing from which everything else came? And the materialists have long had the eternal self-existent thing from which everything else came, the thing that doesn't need explaining. And materialists have long affirmed that matter and energy are those things. And I would say in the aftermath of the great revolution of thought that's taken place in the last 100 years in cosmology, where we have multiple lines of evidence and developments within theoretical physics suggesting that the universe itself, the physical universe, had a beginning, that matter and energy are now a poor candidate to be the thing from which everything else came. They themselves appear to have come into existence a finite time ago, before which, whatever that means, there was no matter and energy to do the causing. They can't be the eternal self-existent thing because they began a finite time ago. They haven't been around forever. And whereas if you posit God, and a God possessing the attributes that, say, Jews and Christians have long ascribed to God, then you are positing the existence of an entity which has precisely the type of attributes that you would need to explain the origin of the physical universe from nothing physical. God is an entity who exists outside of space and time, is immaterial, and is thought to have great power. So if such a being exists, it provides a better explanation. To suppose that such a being exists provides a better explanation for the origin of the universe than does materialism.